You're in a clinch. The deal needs to get done. What's the best way to get the deal across the finish line? It turns out the best thing to do is ask your customer. Let's talk about it. Welcome to What's Jonathan Thinking? Hello, everyone. Welcome to Season 7 of What's Jonathan Thinking? I'm excited for the lessons and conversations that this new season will bring. If you aren't already following or subscribed to my channel, make sure to do that now to stay updated on everything going on in this season. And now, back to why we're all here. In the high-stakes world of business, closing a deal can often feel like a tightrope walk. You're balancing the needs of your company with the expectations of your client, all while trying to navigate the complexities of negotiation. Lately, I think I've settled on a strategy that may be the way I try to manage most of my sales opportunities going forward. You know, I grew up watching films like Wall Street and Pretty Woman, reading books like Barbarians at the Gate. Greed is good, said Gordon Gekko in Wall Street, and we believed him to a certain degree. We thought unfettered ambition and ruthless business practices were the primal way to obtain success and be viewed as a good business person. I love sales. I love the deal. I love building solutions, and I love helping people increase their firm's enterprise value. But I could never be Gordon Gekko. Nor could I be so singularly focused on my ego like the real-life Ross Johnson of RJR Damasco was. My vision for myself when my career comes to an end is that I have the respect of my colleagues, competitors, and clients, and that I have a network of people who can vouch for the work I do. That is what drives me. There's a camp song written by a gentleman named Louis Dobin called Sing that has the line in it, "It's the people that you touch that make you who you are." Louis impacted many of us in the Jewish summer camp community, but that phrase of all the lines of music he's ever written certainly has formed the basis for who I am and how I approach the world. It's the people that you touch that makes you who you are. The high-stakes world of sales is no different. There should be no winners and losers in a sales situation. There should be happy parties on both sides who each leave the negotiation table feeling that their needs were met and that the deal at the very least can be viewed as fair by all involved. I've come to call this collaborative selling. Somewhere between the deal I think I can sell and the amount of budget my clients are willing to part with lies the actual sale that is going to happen. I can push aggressively to get the deal I want, but I could end up with zero if I push too hard. I could cave on all aspects of scope and budget, but no one will be happy with the final results, especially the company I work for. Or I can find this middle ground where the deal gets inked and we set about to again collaboratively build enterprise value. So how does this collaborative selling technique work? Like most sales, if you spend enough time with a customer, odds are some opportunities will emerge for services you or your firm can provide to them. Alternatively, they could come to you with some projects they are considering. Maybe there's a business or technical problem that they are trying to solve. Cool. First, explore what the problem is and what solving it means to the different constituents in the organization. Now we've established the spectrum of scope that the project we are discussing needs to accomplish. Great. Next, let's start to etch away at the how. That will define the approach we take to complete the scope. In the consulting world, we start to put together team composition options and deal parameters that will make it possible to achieve the objective. Maybe time is of the essence. Okay, let's put together a larger team, maybe leveraging global teams to achieve schedule synergies. Or maybe the budget is more of a driver. Okay, perhaps we slow down the burn with a smaller team over a longer period of time. Do you need scope and budget to be achieved in a certain time frame? Okay, a little more challenging, but let's prioritize the scope and maybe chunk and chew this project so that we have more successive iterations and deliver the highest priority functionality first. Eventually, I find myself getting to a question that I have to ask my coach on the deal, which is probably the most important thing to know about sales. What can you sell? I can sell you anything you want, but what can you sell up your chain of command? What project can you defend and support? In other words, what do you as the customer feel comfortable bringing to your leadership team. The best lesson I ever learned along this journey is that I am not the one selling. I am the person that is helping my customers sell the deal to their leadership. That is the point at which the deal gets finalized and projects get greenlit. I wish I had learned this lesson sooner in life. In your journey, there are going to be the Gordon Geckos who look at your deals and maybe feel like some components of the deal were left on the table, or maybe some margin was sacrificed. To them, I say, no, what was left on the table were the items that no one could sell up or down in the organization. And if those components are important enough, they'll come back. But for now, we have a good deal that is going to give really good people something really awesome to go tackle. Let's revel in that. These are just my thoughts. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of What's Jonathan Thinking? As always, if you liked this episode, let me know by leaving a comment, liking the episode, and if you really like this series, click that subscribe button. It's free to subscribe. For all my friends in the Jewish community, a happy and healthy new year to you and yours. Gemar Chatima Tova. May you have a meaningful fast, and may you and all your loved ones be written into the book of life for this new year, 5785. Until next time, thanks for joining me for another episode of What's Jonathan Thinking?